For you guys that might come in and comment, get to the point, get to the point. I'm getting to the point, but this video is made specifically for those people that are not exactly as tech savvy as you. Some people that need a little bit more time to understand why they're doing what they're doing with their laptop. So we give them a chance to actually upgrade their laptop that because sometimes people just can't afford to go to Best Buy and just buy a brand new one and come home and, oh yeah, let me enjoy my brand new laptop. That's not how it works for all of us, unfortunately. So this video is for you that don't have a lot of money to play with these things, but you have that laptop that you had for a few years and it's been good for you. And we want to keep it good still from this point on. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. What do I have here today is a relic to most of us, but to some of us, it's a gem. It's an HP EliteBook 8730W from 2008. $24.99. That's what I paid for it, and I only bought it because some of you guys have requested me to make a video step by step on how to upgrade this big boy here. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're going to upgrade the RAM, we're going to upgrade the hard drive to SSD, and we're going to upgrade the operating system. And yes, we will attempt to install a 32-bit version of Windows 10. So you can still use Windows 10 on this 2008 laptop. Let's plug it in and let me show you before we go ahead what it has. A charging port, HDMI, VGA port, I think, yeah, that's a USB 2.0, a video, I think, out, the controller here, the media card, and in the other side, it has a telephone port, Ethernet port, CD-ROM drive with a DVD player and burner, 3 USB ports, and a SATA port. In the front here, we have the headphone jack, the microphone jack, which I like them separate actually, the SSD, MMC, all that, you know, memory card slot. On the back, we don't have a battery, that's how I bought it. Here is the RAM and wireless modules compartment. This is the hard drive compartment. On this particular laptop, this would be the battery, but we don't have it because we paid 25 bucks. Even though I think I overpaid a little bit, but it's okay. If it helps some of you guys out there, I'm still happy with it. It doesn't matter. Let me plug it in and see what we have in before we initiate anything else. And while this starts, keep in mind, guys, on your when you're trying to upgrade your older laptop, keep in mind to back up your files before doing any of the actions that you're seeing on this video. All the tools you might need for most laptops is a regular USB. This one is a beat up 8 gigs, okay? Regular 8 gigs USB. And I have an extra 2 gigs RAM, which the problem was that this is a DDR2. And for the ones who don't know how to tell a DDR2 from a DDR3 and what the difference is, right here, when the camera focuses, you will see that says PC2. And I don't know why it's not focusing. I will put a picture where it says PC2, that's DDR2. If it says PC3, it's DDR3, and so on. And the third piece that we need in this upgrade is gonna be one of these. It's just a regular 20 bucks SSD. I'm just gonna go with 120 gigs. I'm not gonna go with anything higher for now because this is for demonstration purposes only. So I think you guys get the point. And as we see, the laptop started and it has Windows 7. Let's go to info and see what we're dealing with. And yes, 4 gigs of RAM are installed. You guys may not see it, but I really don't know what to do with this camera at this moment. So forgive me and bear with me right now. And that's it, pretty much. It has an Intel Core Duo. It's a T9600 2.8 gigahertz. It's quite old. System type x86. That's a 32-bit. x86 is 32-bit. x64 is 64-bit. So it will be relevant in a moment when we go to download the Windows 10 for this laptop. It's made by Spectre. And let's shut it down and go ahead on our other PC. And I'll show you how to prepare the USB media before you do anything else. Just prepare at least 8 gigs, even a 4 gig will work. 4 gigabyte USB will work, but I suggest an 8 gig. Anyway, let's get to the PC and I'll show you the rest. How to prepare to make this big boy a great laptop. Okay, now, first things first. You insert your USB drive and you hear the noise that Windows makes. And in that USB drive, make sure that you don't have anything important because this next step will remove everything from it. It will make it 0. We'll wipe it clean. So with that out of the way, we go to this website here, gospectre.the-ninja.jp, which is Japan. I will leave this link on description. He modded a Windows 10 compact 32-bit version for low-spec edition for older computers. So what we're gonna do, we go here at this link, as you see right here. When you click the link, sometimes you will see a video and you just have to wait for this video to finish, and then it will take you to the link, which will be a mega link right here. You'll see this. As you see, I've already downloaded mine. So what do you do here? You click on these 3 dots, you click download. In my case, I like to do standard download, not as a zip file. You click standard download, and here on the left corner will start downloading. And after this finishes downloading, which I'm not gonna do because I already have it, it will prompt you to pick a location where you want to download it to, your documents or desktop or wherever you like. Mine, I put it on the desktop. And the other thing will be Rufus tool. I will leave a link to Rufus as well. After you have inserted your USB and you make sure you don't have anything important on it, double click on Rufus. Yes, right here. And in here we select the USB that we just inserted right now, 8 gigabytes. Make sure it's the USB you inserted. Make sure, because otherwise you will be in a lot of trouble wiping out some other drive. Click that USB and here select, and we go to the where we downloaded this Windows 10 32-bit, right? We click open. In this case, I like to go with MBR because this old laptop and most of them will not accept GPT, which is Grand Partition Scheme. That will not work. And here, BIOS UEFI, we'll go with that. That's fine. Standard Windows installation, that's fine. We leave everything else as is, and we click start. In this case, after you click this OK, every single file on that USB will be deleted forever. So make sure you have backed it up and made sure you're not deleted when you can't afford to lose. And with that said, let's go. And right now, the installation on the USB is done. So we are done with this side of the computer. We click close and make sure you click safely remove here where the USB is. Right here. You go to the media that you had, the USB you just got Windows 10 on it. You click it and it's safely removed. And now the rest will be carried on the computer that we want to upgrade itself. Okay, now we come to the laptop part that we want to upgrade. And in this case, we will have to disconnect if you have it connected, and if you have a battery, please remove the battery first. Remove the battery first before doing any of these steps that we are about to do right here. Let me shine the direct light on it first. And right now, we're just gonna remove the 2 covers, as you'll see right here. And your laptop may vary. Not all of them have the same cover, the same lineup. Some of them actually require you to take this whole cover, and some of them require you to take some screws here in the back and remove these units from behind the keyboard. So remove the keyboard, then remove these units. So you gotta search with your laptop model how to disassemble it, and there is tons of videos for almost every single laptop out there how to disassemble one. So That's gonna be something that I can't really teach you how to do in every single laptop there is. And now, let's get this camera a little bit closer. And right here, you'll be able to see a little bit better. First things first, after we make sure that we know what kind of RAM we have inside our computer. Right here, as you see, it's a 4 GB. 2RX8 doesn't, it's kind of, PC2. PC2 determines if you have a DDR2 or DDR3 or DDR4. Most of them, if you have a 2008 to 2010 or 12, you are DDR2. If you're newer than that, you are DDR3, which will say PC3, and so on. Make sure, so when you buy upgrade for it, you buy a PC3 or PC2 in this case for this laptop. Make sure what's inside your laptop first, because otherwise it will not fit here on these cutouts. And let me show you why that is the case. And right here, I have a PC3, and as you see, those cutouts are completely different. Let me put them this way. As you see, the difference is different, so big between them. And if I try PC3 to insert here, the cutout on the laptop is here, but the cutout on the RAM is here. You see, it will not fit. So make sure if you have PC2, you buy PC2. If you have PC3, you buy PC3. And let's go ahead and install our RAM. I have laying around another piece of 2 GB DDR2, which is really no other use that I have for it on anything else. So I'll just install it here. And now it's the fun time. Somebody has taken those 2 screws before me. I did not take them. So this actually, I'm opening it for the first time as you are looking at it with me. So, and this is the hard drive. It was a 500 gigs, actually, 500 GB hard drive. I can't say that's actually really bad. As you see right there, it says, okay, looks like somebody had worked on it. I don't understand exactly. Maybe it was upgraded by somebody before me to a bigger hard drive, not really an SSD. So anyway, yeah, somebody upgraded it. It's 2015. So the laptop was not shipped on 2008 with a drive that was made in 2015. So here goes that. Now, time for the new solid state drive. It's just a regular SSD. And let's insert it here. Make sure that these two, as you see right here, one is bigger, one is smaller. You know, it's data and power. So in here you have a bigger one, female, and a smaller one, female. And make sure you align it with those two. Insert it. In my case, I'm just going to put the caddy on top here because it was already open. So let's do it. And for you guys that might come in and comment, get to the point, get to the point. I'm getting to the point, but this video is made specifically for those people that are not exactly as tech savvy as you. Some people that need a little bit more time to understand why they're doing what they're doing with their laptop. So we give them a chance to actually upgrade their laptop because sometimes people just can't afford to go to Best Buy and just buy a brand new one and come home and, oh yeah, let me enjoy my brand new laptop. That's not how it works for all of us, unfortunately. So this video is for you that don't have a lot of money to play with these things, but you have that laptop that you had for a few years and it's been good for you. And we want to keep it good still from this point on. And now we go inside. We plug it in first, as you see here. This part will be very interesting because it depends what laptop you have. And yes, that's the factory dust that I bought it with. It was free of charge. Now, first of all, before I do anything else, insert the USB drive at one of the ports before you turn it on. Right here. And when you turn it on, most of HP's, it's going to be F9. But in other laptops, could be F2, could be delete, or escape just to halt the start screen so you can see which options you need to press to go into boot options. You need the boot options so you can start your computer from the USB that we just made. And let's go on. In here, I hope you can see it. I'm gonna leave you just with a row that we need to work with. It's not gonna be easy to fit on this camera because I have the other work table busy with other projects. So we turn on and we keep bothering this escape key. at least on this laptop. Press escape, it says, for startup menu. At this point, we're good. And I hope you can see from the light, you have options here. We need this option right here. Boot device options. That's what we need. And that's F9 on this laptop. We click F9 once. And right here, you will see it gives us some options. And we need to start from USB hard drive. The only USB hard drive in this laptop is the USB that we prepared with Windows 10. We hit enter and we patiently wait for it to start in the BIOS. And my camera is going to click any button on the keyboard. My camera is going bollocks for some reason and I don't understand why. And here we are at the initial setup page in 2019 Ghost Spectre. If you downloaded the same file that I told you there, you can get your file wherever you want if you have a more powerful laptop. But for this laptop, this will be the only one. Compact or compact with Defender. I know this computer doesn't have a lot of resources, so I'm gonna go with compact, but I suggest after this you get an antivirus, or you can activate Defender after we install via Ghost Tools that is provided inside the system itself. We click I accept the license terms. We go next. And right here, we have our drive. It's this one right here, 111 says for now, because that's how much it recognizes. It's 120. And you can click next if everything has gone great so far. You can hit format if you want to before you hit next, just to make sure that's clean on the new SSD that you bought for 20 bucks. Hopefully you found one. You click next and you wait now for the installation to commence. And here we go. Now we choose our language and region and whatnot. United States I'm gonna go with, since that's where I'm at. You give it a moment, it will load here. US again. For your respective country, you can do your own country. I'm gonna skip the layout since I have a English keyboard, but if you have a German keyboard or something else, you can choose that, and you give it a name. My name, I'm just gonna give it a Upgrade 2008, and next. And a password, I'm not gonna give it a password. I'm just gonna click next. And here, do more across with devices, and no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna decline that one. Woo! Hi, how are you? And now it's getting everything ready for you. And now restart required, which is normal, and we'll hit restart because that's from the modders themselves. Hit restart. At this point, it is safe for you to remove the USB we had in. At this point, you are safe to remove the USB and let the computer start just normally. And as you see, it starts because now it has a Windows inside. So there's no need for USB anymore from this point on. And here we go. We are inside a 2008 laptop running Windows 10 Pro. And at this point, you are kind of ready to go and rock and have some fun with your new or renewed PC, I would say. And you go to Internet Explorer. I would suggest first thing of all to get a few things started before you install too many other apps or something else. Let me get this one done, and let's connect to the Wi-Fi first, since I of course forgot it. Let me put a password here, and we are connected right now. Now we go to a website that I'm gonna put on the link on description as well. It's ninite.com, ninite.com, and right here you can choose a few starting apps so you are not completely bare metal. If you want, for example, a Firefox or Chrome, I'm gonna select Chrome here. I'm not sure if you want to use Zoom. If you are using it for work, we can use Zoom too, iTunes, VLC Media Player. I'm gonna choose K-Lite Media Player. Here you can select an antivirus to start with if you want to. Malwarebytes, these are trials. You must get either 7-zip or WinRAR or PZip, whatever you would like here. I'm gonna get both 7-zip and PZip because you might need to undo or unzip files later. You have TeamViewer. You have all startup programs that you might need later on, and choose what you want. And you might want to take an open office here as well, and a cute PDF, or you can choose LibreOffice. to at least open documents. And after you're done selecting what you want to install, you click Get Your Nanite. You hit it, it will give you a prompt to download it or run it. I'm gonna hit run because I want to download and run those. Give it a second, and now it's downloading and installing them in real time. As you see, while it installs them, you will see those apps being populated on the desktop. And now we're inside the laptop. As you see, I'm recording it with OBS finally. And when you're in here, you'll see the screen after we installed everything. This is a 32-bit version, as I said. Most of the old ones are 32-bit. They're not going to be 64-bit. But if you want to go ahead and apply other settings or unlock other settings that Ghost Toolbox will offer, you click the Ghost Toolbox, wait for it to open up. It'll take a second. And as you see here, you have a lot of options. So you can use Microsoft Your Phone, options for Windows 11. You can activate Windows Store. You can have Microsoft OneDrive if you use that. Benchmark, personalization, recovery, CMD color schemes, and all that stuff. You can do standalone Windows updates, which we will try right now. For example, it's number 35. As you go here and hit enter, and here check for new updates every startup, or check for new updates on right now if updates are available just for now. I will click number 3, hit it on, and click yes. And just like that, we have updates now going on. And we click download here, and just wait for them to download for everything that you have on your computer. And what's more here, you have other options that you can go on and play with. You can install DirectX if you were planning to install some small light games, probably. If you have an older laptop, that's up to you. You can install Visual C++, which it will be required if you're installing some games as well, which you will need it. You can tweak it for gaming, but this one has just an ATI FireGL graphics, which is not really the latest. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what you have. And you can work with it, and you can just have this laptop as if it was a newer one. Windows 10 will work and everything on it will work. OpenOffice, you can install Microsoft Office if you have it, and that's up to you because I don't have mine, so I'm not gonna go buy one, but you can do it. But for now, you can use text right here to write a draft letter and change the font, or open letter, or whatever you want to do with it. It works for me. I've used OpenOffice before, and it's just perfect if you don't have anything extremely professional. And in here, I will leave you from this point because it's worthless to go any further at this point, since these are things that you can personalize, and these are totally up to you what you do after this point. But this is the point of this video, that a 2008 laptop, just like this one here, got a Windows 10 upgrade, which usually a lot of people will think of this laptop, oh yeah, maybe I'm gonna install Linux, which I'm not against Linux. I really love Linux. There's a lot of distros that are amazing. But somebody that's used with Windows wants Windows, and wants the latest Windows. Well, kind of the latest. And Windows 10, this 32-bit version modded by Ghost, in my opinion, is just the perfect solution for the older laptop if you can't afford a newer one, or if you just like this older one. And with that said, I hope you learned something from this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye!